Good morning, everybody. I'm Amanda, and I am here with this week's Sunday school story. Today, I'm going to read this awesome book called I Talk Like a River by Jordan Scott and Sydney Smith. Here we go. I wake up each morning with the sound of words all around me. P for the pine tree outside my bedroom window. C for the crow in its branches. M for the moon fading in the morning sky. I wake up each morning with the sound of words all around me, and I can't say them all. The P in pine tree grows roots inside my mouth and tangles my tongue. The C in a crow is a crow that sticks in the back of my throat. The M in moon dusts my lips with magic that makes me only mumble. I wake up in the morning with these word sounds stuck in my mouth. I stay quiet as a stone. I eat my oatmeal without a peep. I get ready for the day without a word. At school, I hide in the back of the class. I hope that I don't have to talk. When my teacher asks me a question, all of my classmates turn and look. They don't see a pine tree sticking out from my lips instead of my tongue. They don't hear a crow caw, caw from inside my throat. They don't hide their eyes from the moonlight that shines from my open mouth. All they hear is how I don't like to talk to them. All they see is how strange my face looks and that I can't hide how scared I am. My mouth isn't working. It's full with words of the morning. Mornings are always hard, but this one's especially tough. I'm more stuck than ever. My teacher says we all have to talk about our favorite place in the world. Today is my turn, but my mouth just isn't working, and I want to go home. My dad picks me up from school. It's just a bad speech day, he says. Let's go somewhere quiet. My dad takes me to the river. We walk along the shore looking for colorful rocks and water bugs. It feels good to be quiet and alone with my dad, but I can't stop thinking about my bad speech day. All those eyes watching my lips twist and twirl, all those mouths giggling and laughing. I feel a storm in my belly. My eyes fill with rain. My dad sees I am sad and pulls me close. He points to the river and says, "See how that water moves? That's how you speak." I look at the water, bubbling, churning, whirling, and crashing. Got it all in there. My dad says I talk like a river. This is what I like to remember to help stop myself from crying. I talk like a river, or from not wanting to speak at all. I talk like a river. When the words around me are hard to say, I think of the proud river, whirling, bubbling, churning, and crashing. And I also think of the calm river beyond the rapids, where the water is smooth and glistening. This is how my mouth moves. This is how I speak. Even the river stutters like I do. I wake up in the morning with the sound of words all around me. I go to school and tell the class about my favorite place in the world. I talk about the river, and I talk like the river. All right, friends, that was the end of today's story. I talk like a river. And for today's craft, I thought one thing that could be really awesome to create was something called an acrostic poem. So I recognized and noticed on these first couple of pages that he was pointing out words that he saw and the letter that they started with. So right here, he said it's a P for the pine tree, C for the crow, M for the moon. And what I thought would be really fun is to create what's called an acrostic poem. So to create this kind of poem, all you need is a piece of paper. And then what you're going to do is write down the side of the piece of paper. You're just going to write the first letter in a word. You can choose your name. You can choose the season that we're in. You can choose a type of weather. You can choose a type of something that you would see in nature, anything that you find interesting. And after you write those letters down the side of the paper, you can write words or phrases that start with those letters. So I have a piece of paper here. Let me just show you what I mean. If I was going to do my name, I would write each of the first letters in my name. There we go. Right down the side. And then for each one, I could think of either a word or a phrase that represents me, or that I just think are kind of cool. So maybe I'll do amazing for my A, and then I would continue all the way down thinking about different words that start with each of those letters. I hope you try your acrostic poem, and I can't wait to see how they turn out. Thanks for watching. Have a great week.